So, ladies and gentlemen, hello everyone, and today I'm back here. This is Gunners Dons Hub, as known as Luca Talks Dons as well, where we do Arsenal and MK Dons content and all that stuff. But we're live on the channel. Of course, it is a big game on Wednesday night. Sorry, I always get mixed up with the days. But as Arsenal are in Carabao Cup semi-final in a London derby against Chelsea. Of course. Make sure everyone does look into this game tomorrow. Make sure everyone does watch this game, because this game is not something you guys do not want to miss. Chelsea versus Arsenal is always an exciting London derby, and there's always goals in this game. And there's something I do need to address, something on the channel, which has buggled me for the last 24 hours or something, but I'll do it towards the end of the show. I seriously think it's being childish, right? I don't know, and I honestly think it's ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. And I'll address it at the end. I don't care if anyone's listening to this. I really don't give a fuck, right? You guys are morely important. The chat and the community are important. But obviously, it's something I do need to address, and I'm going to address it very comfortably, right? And this needs to be put into place. But we will do it at the end of the stream, not now, because we need to run on with the show. So, how is everyone today? A big up to Ethan. How are you? You good? This just goes as an example, doesn't it? Why are you starting a stream 5 minutes early? Because I just fancy doing it, bro. I hope you're good now. Harrogate signed a goalkeeper and a striker. That's good, mate. I thought Tottenham is a derby. I don't really see Chelsea. It's still a London derby, bro. Hi, how are you doing? What do you think about Newcastle beating Man City? I think yours and Arsenal will win. I think it'll be an interesting game. Of course, this is the only stream I'm doing today. I'm not doing any more shows for the rest of the day. I think I'm going on Flix's friends channel later on for the watch along. I'm not doing any more shows after today. This is just the only stream I want to do today. Luca's got arms, bro. Yeah, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Luca, remember Shrewsbury? Yes. What do you need to address? We'll touch on it at the end. But let's obviously go through the Chelsea versus Arsenal game. I don't want to switch off. I miss it. You don't have to watch it, bro. You don't have to watch it. It's your choice. Who's Motherwell's rivals or Hearts' rivals in the Scottish League? As a derby. It got Hearts and Hibs in it. What's Motherwell's? What do you think of Michael Carrick to Manchester United? For me, I think Michael Carrick going to Man United. Obviously, this is a Chelsea and Arsenal opposition preview, but I will answer your question. I will answer your question. Bro. But the trouble is, Flix, I'll ring you in a minute, bro. I'm in the middle of a live stream. But so you didn't know, that's absolutely fine. But what do I think of Michael Carrick going to Manchester United? It's all right for now. He did an all right job at Middlesbrough, right? He did an all right job at Middlesbrough. Obviously, he knows the club at Manchester United. I don't really take into what Man United do, of course, but the problem is he's not the answer for the long term. I think he's okay for interim and that. But United are going to need a long-term manager for the future. Is Solskjaer the answer to Manchester United? Not for the long term, no. I know, fair play, of course, he did beat Paris Saint-Germain in 1 year, whenever it was. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was like 2018, 19. Flix will be joining in the next 5 minutes, so no rush, Flix. I don't mean to ignore your Instagram call. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Obviously, you didn't know, and that's absolutely fine. Big up to Flix as always. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Right, why am I banned? Because the reason why I banned you the other day, because you kept talking about something which wasn't leading up to the topic. Right, so let's run through this preview. Chelsea v Arsenal. It's going to be an interesting game. Of course, obviously, I've wrote some notes down in the StreamYard banner. Obviously, I was preparing it and all that stuff. Yeah, no problems, mate. No problems, mate. That's fine. I'll accept your apology, mate. But for next time. But this game is going to be a very interesting game. Mikel Arteta did say, of course, Hakampe is obviously ruled out. Calafiori's out injured. Calafiori's not back. I don't know when he's back. I think he's back in a few weeks' time. Excuse me. A few weeks' time. Hakampe's only out for a shorter period. Niall says in the chat, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Alfie Bird, and Joe Perry are asked. I've met Ronnie O'Sullivan at a Comic-Con. Which was like 2017. Luke and Chris, bro, that stream yesterday. Yeah, I know. It was only a joke. We apologise, didn't it? Lad, I'm going to Bristol City game. But look, I honestly feel like I look at this Chelsea game. This is a massive game now. And look, Chelsea haven't beaten Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. I was looking at a stat today. Chelsea haven't beaten Arsenal at Stamford Bridge since 2018, right? Yes, I did know. I did watch it. It was good. But that was 3-2 when Marcus Alonso scored. And look, obviously, Arsenal's record at Stamford Bridge obviously hasn't been great in the last couple of seasons. Of course, obviously, we've had a few odd draws in that. But we haven't won at Stamford Bridge in the Prem since Gabriel scored that goal in that 22-23. Then we had a couple of draws to 23-24 when Declan Rice scored that long range. Trossard scored, and then Eddie Nketiah missed that opportunity to put us 3-2 up. But a draw was okay at the time at the Bridge, kind of. At that time, at that moment of that month when we played him in that season, right after, towards the end of the season, no, it wasn't. Because obviously, if we would have won that game, maybe we would have won the league. Because I think that season we only missed out on 2 points. And then last season 1-1, and then this season 1-1. And Caicedo, of course, is suspended for the game. And I think it's Cucurella is out injured or suspended. I could be wrong, but I know Caicedo is now out injured as well. I was suspended, sorry. And this is a massive game for Arsenal. And I'm looking at this game, and I feel like I don't want us to like make the same mistakes what we did in the Newcastle game in the semi-final. Because I want us to go there, and actually I'd be kindly happy. We'll obviously talk about my prediction in that a little bit later on. You're not going to get Nina or Alex. They haven't. I've tried to message. She hasn't replied, so I've got on with it. If she's busy, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy to do the stream by myself. To be honest, I don't really collab with other opposition previews anymore. I do need to start doing that at some point, because back in the day, like COVID days, I was obviously getting like people on. I need to start doing that at some point. Because ever since I've started like changing the channel and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Lucas, send me the panel. I sent it on StreamYard link, bro. You should get the message in a minute. But I think this is going to be a really difficult game. Of course, Chelsea v Arsenal. Cole Palmer, there's rumours that Cole Palmer could be out for the game. Obviously, don't read everything what you believe. Where's Jason Cundy? He works for TalkSport, bro. You really think I'm going to get someone like that? I'd have to pay someone to do that. But look, I honestly feel this game is going to be one of those games where I look at, you would be happy to take a draw at Stamford Bridge. You'd obviously be happy to take a point. Well, I'm saying point. A draw at Stamford Bridge. And then, of course, you kind of like go into the game at the Emirates knowing that you have to win. And I don't want to have a situation like what we did at Crystal Palace, where we took it to penalties. And don't get me wrong, we might end up winning maybe the penalty shootout and that. But I honestly think, right, with this game, Arsenal are going to go there and win. We're going to go there and win. We're going to obviously look at Chelsea, because Chelsea, of course, obviously we obviously in this preview we are going to start off about Chelsea's management. Why did Enzo Maresca get sacked? Why did the new managers now come in and all that stuff? And that's what I want to do. I want to obviously address that, and I want to get my initial thoughts. When we do talk about Enzo Maresca, obviously, I'm not going to like go into too much detail why he got sacked, but I've got quite a lot of like coverage to talk about this new Chelsea manager and obviously his days when he was playing football. Um, and I really wanted to touch it and get it off my chest. But it'll be interesting what team Arsenal are going to go for. And I've been looking at all like the prediction lineups, and by looking at the lineups, obviously Saliba's a doubtful. Trossard's a doubtful for the game. Do you risk Saliba in a game like this? Because with Hakampe now injured, with Calafiori still out injured, who are you going to put at centre back? Are you going to put Ben White at right back and play Timber at centre back? Or are you going to use someone else? Because I look at it and I kind of feel like maybe I think Saliba will play. I think he will be fit. I think it's not just mind games. It's like you're gonna, like when you see team news managers say they're a doubt, they could be fit. Some of them can't be fit. It just happens. But it would be interesting what the team's going to be. I even said it in the match reaction against Portsmouth. I said I'd go with the same team that beat Portsmouth. And people might look at it and be like, it's an old cliche. They might obviously look at it and be like, okay, that's against a league championship side, right? And now we've got Wigan in the FA Cup, fourth round. I'm looking forward to that. I was quite surprised how we got someone like that in the draw. I thought we would have got a big team, but in the Prem, but thank God we didn't. That gives an opportunity for Arsenal to put a second string team again to rest players in upcoming games this month, because January is a busy period now. Obviously, getting into February soon. It's the second, third week of January. Now already, it's crazy. It's like the 13th, 14th of January. It feels like yesterday was New Year's Day. So we're already halfway through January, nearly 3/4 of the way of the first month of the calendar year. It's mad, isn't it? My birthday's in like 6 weeks. But I honestly think, I look at this Chelsea game, we shouldn't fear Chelsea. And I know Stamford Bridge is going to be a real tough game. We get that. And I want to go there and win. I'd be really happy to take a draw at the Bridge if it all but means we go strong at the Emirates. I'd walk away, Stamford Bridge, a draw. And Arsenal's record at Stamford Bridge over the years has not been great. But however, obviously recently they haven't beaten us in the Premier League for like 5 years or something like that. Well, they're 5 years this year, and they haven't won at the Bridge since 2018. Unai Emery's first season. So we owe Chelsea. We owe them in the park. It's like someone owing me on YouTube, right? And I get that every day for over a stupid situation. But we've got a comment right here. Massive shout out to Captain Fletch. Big up to bro. I hope you're good. Yeah, I watched your stream this morning. I said, morning, how are you? I was in the chat briefly. Great stream you made about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United, and your stream this morning. Good win for Liverpool yesterday. But it weren't convincing win, but you got the 4 goals. You got Brighton in the next round. That's all it matters. Big Matt, go and subscribe to Captain Fletch. Absolute real one. Doing great bits on his channel. And congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. I just see your community tab the other day. I would play David Raya, says AFC always in goal. Tomorrow, Kepa wasn't great against Portsmouth. No, I did say that in my post reaction on Sunday. In a way, I thought about it yesterday to myself when I was going to sleep and all that, and I thought maybe you would play Kepa against Chelsea, because obviously I know it's against his old club and I totally get that, but it kind of like makes sense if Kepa plays against Chelsea, because why would you want to drop a keeper? Okay, yeah, it was his fault in the first goal, but you don't want to kill his confidence. And don't forget, Kepa has been our cup keepers for the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Captain Fletch says you should beat Chelsea over the 2 legs. This competition is yours. I think if we beat Chelsea, I think we win it. I think we beat, because don't forget, yes, massive shout out to Real Tom Football. Arsenal better bloody perform. I've just subscribed to your channel, bro. I've just subscribed. Arsenal better bloody perform tomorrow. It wasn't cheap for me to get my ticket I will let our unbeaten streak at the Bridge continue. Do take besides which we don't turn up and the job is done. Yeah, well, the thing at Stamford Bridge, yeah, we either draw the game. I wouldn't be like flabbergasted or like angry if I sit here tomorrow doing my match reaction. There'll be no watch along tomorrow, as I'm going to be out with a few friends watching the game, so don't expect to watch along tomorrow. Normally we do watch alongs, but we are back with the watch alongs for on Saturday against Nottingham Forest and match reaction straight after the game. But tomorrow, the only stream we've got tomorrow is the match reaction to the game because I want to go out and watch the game. I'm going out with a few mates tomorrow evening for a couple of hours, so I want to watch the game as a new outside of YouTube. Score predictions. I'll tell you now because obviously I was going to save it at the end. I think it'll be a draw. I think this game will be a draw. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think Arsenal will set out either. Obviously, Arsenal will probably set out getting a draw at the Bridge and kindly be happy to try and get the job at the Emirates. Real Tom says 1-0 Arsenal, 0-0 draw. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 0-0 draw, to be honest. I really would not be surprised. Big up to Chris. How are you, bro?
Yeah, big up to you, mate. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So obviously we're doing the Chelsea and Arsenal game. Will player ratings be after the game? Yes.
What? Of all people, Tom in the chat. Big up to Tom, mate.
Oh my God, he's alive. He's actually shown his face. Wow.
Of all people, Tom.
It's the day before my birthday. Nice, happy birthday the day before, 5th of February. Yeah. But Chelsea versus Arsenal. What's your thoughts about this game? Because Arsenal, for me, kind of like go into this game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea haven't beaten Arsenal in any other competition or in the league against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge since 2018. Arsenal haven't lost in the league to Chelsea in home and away since 2021, since Thomas Tuchel took in charge. What's your thoughts? Obviously, you're a Liverpool supporter, but what's your thoughts about this game coming up? Like, can Arsenal go to Stamford Bridge and win?
Don't think so, mate. I think it'll be 2-1 Arsenal. I mean, 2-1 Chelsea. Don't think you'll win there. Tom, really? Mate, Tom's going to the end tomorrow, yeah. Tom's going to be feeling Mark. 2-1 Chelsea.
Mate. 2-1 Chelsea. Captain Fletch says, big shout out to you, bro. 1-1 draw and 3-1 Arsenal in the second leg. Yeah, it sounds a bit realistic, mate. But I look at this game, Flicks, Chris. I'll call you Chris, but yeah. I look at this game, right? I'd be happy to get a point at the Bridge. I'd be kindly happy to get a point. Why am I keep saying point and getting mixed up? I'd be happy to get a draw, right, at the Bridge, and then take it to the Emirates. And then obviously use the atmosphere because the second leg, I think it's the 6th of February, which is in about a few weeks' time, a couple of weeks' time, So it's a bit of a gap in between games. We've got Inter Milan coming up, Manchester United and Leeds coming up. So I look at this Chelsea game. I feel like, would I be disappointed if we draw the game? No, but ideally we probably do need to win the game so we can have an advantage going into the second leg against Chelsea, right? And I kind of like look at the Chelsea game. They're going to be up for this game. There's rumours, of course, Cole Palmer might be out for the game, but we've been in this situation before. We thought he was going to be out the last Premier League encounter between these two at Stamford Bridge. So, and he 100% was fit. So that's why I look at this Chelsea game, right? We have to win, ideally, to take advantage. And it depending what Chelsea side put out. We have a comment in the chat here. Captain Fletcher's, I'd prefer some clean sheets. Last time we kept a clean sheet against Chelsea, I think it was 2022, 2023. Starting on your
coming on the panel, the Arteta manager's out.
Yeah.
That'll be funny. You and Tom on the panel together.
Yeah, Arteta, man. Arteta. Real Tom,
he's like that as well. He wants Arteta out, gone.
Facts. He's a realist, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a realist. And Real Tom, great channel you have, man. I'm very, very impressed with your thumbnails, bro, man. Absolutely very impressed with your thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? But I've subscribed to your channel and all that stuff. But anyway, would you start Noni or Saka?
I'm starting Madueke, yeah. I think Saka. For me, I think Saka needs to leave in the summer. I think Madueke is a better winger.
I think for me, no, I'll keep Saka for the least. Just signed a new. He's just
I
signed a
mean,
new
yeah.
deal.
But
He signed a new.
saying that, you got Madueke, yeah, and Saka's injury prone. Madueke is a
Yeah,
better
yeah.
winger. For me, Saka is decent, but I reckon in the next year or so he should move on.
Yeah, look, maybe. But I look at Noni Madueke. Look, obviously he missed that penalty against Chelsea, right? I mean, not Chelsea, Portsmouth. Sorry, right? But I just feel like Madueke does make sense for him to start. Will Tom says in the chat, Noni was poor on Sunday, in my view, but if I'm honest, both aren't as great. I would look for a replacement. Really? That's a very debate. What's everyone else thinks in the chat, right? Don't get me wrong. Look, I like Bukayo Saka, but the guy needs a rest, Chris. He
I
needs
think,
a rest.
yeah.
And he's not performing, to be
I think
honest.
Arsenal. I think
He's not
Arsenal need like Chiesa. I'm joking, Chiesa, mate. If
Chiesa.
Arsenal got Chiesa, yeah, that'd be embarrassing. So wouldn't happen though.
Chiesa.
Yeah,
No, because the way I look at it, right, I kind of feel like with Bukayo Saka, the guy is just not performing. Like, is it either like his fatigue or his rest and all that? Like Saka for me against Portsmouth was not played, right? And I'm sure he's going to play tomorrow because it's a big game. It's Stamford Bridge, Wembley. Yeah, 90 minutes away from Wembley from a second leg at the Emirates. You're playing at your own turf in front of your 60,000 supporters, right? But I look at this game, it's you just got to go to Stamford Bridge and walk away and not lose. Like, even if Arsenal lose the game 2-1, I still believe Arsenal will turn it around because of the atmosphere and all that. But you got to go to Stamford Bridge and you got to go there and actually try and actually perform. And this is what I mean. It's about trophies. Arsenal have to win a trophy this season. They have a real good opportunity. The way, okay, we talk about the league, we're top of the league for now, and we're already in the second, third week of January. Still a long way to go. We've still got 17, 18 matches to go, 17 matches. It's still a long way. But however, I honestly feel like I look at the game, right? Arsenal can't lose that game. Saka has finally maintained fitness, but the performances aren't great. No, 100%. 100%. Because I'm looking at it as the perspective, right? I honestly think, right, Saka needs to obviously either be dropped. Like, I looked at the Portsmouth game, and of course Madueke obviously was all right, but he missed that penalty situation, and let's see what happens. But I do obviously want to talk about Chelsea's problems here, right? Drizio says Saka played well against Liverpool in someone spells, but lack of final touch. Facts. And big up to the people, right? I've not even asked for numbers or nothing, right? I nearly said it then, but no. But let's do talk about Chelsea. I want to come to you, Chris, right?
yeah.
Let's go way back on Enzo Maresca. Thoughts on Enzo Maresca's sacking? Was it time for him? This is a manager who won the Conference League and a pre-season glorified Club World Cup.
For
Yeah,
me, they put the sack in too early. I don't think he deserved to be sacked. I think he should have stayed. Give him more time.
yeah.
Yeah, like with
Because for me,
Slot, a lot of fans want Liverpool. A lot of fans want Slot out. Yeah, but they're still getting him time. Like they should have done that with Maresca, but now they're getting the sack.
yeah, because I look at it and I feel like Enzo Maresca should have been given time.
Yeah,
Because if Chelsea look, maybe I don't think. Yeah, he won the Conference League. Yeah, it's a European trophy, but that's a piss Europa. That's a piss one, right?
Yeah,
Arsenal can walk away with that.
he spelled Maresca wrong, by the way, but it's fine.
Oh shit, my
He said-
bad.
he
Never
says
mind.
mascara.
That's getting mate. The
That's
mascara.
that's getting
That's,
clipped.
mate, that's getting clipped, mate. Mascara. Everyone knows what mascara is.
Right,
Mate,
that is getting clipped.
it has to get clipped. Oh, for fuck's
Right, Luke, change your name.
fuck's sake. I've proper spelled that wrong all my days. I'll just
You
put Enzo
fucking-
then.
Oh my god.
Mate, oh my god. Add that to the fucking fake TikTok account. But no, look, I honestly feel like with Enzo Maresca, yeah, he won the Conference League. Yeah, he of course obviously won a trophy and all that stuff. But I just maybe he did deserve to be sacked, but at the same time, I have to agree with you because it's a bit of a different way. Because if Chelsea knew that they were going to get someone like Rafinha in, because I thought about it like when he got sacked. The thing is, the problem with managers these days, they don't go for experienced managers in halfway through the season. They save it throughout the summer, or obviously pre-contract them to the end of the season because they don't want what. Because you look at football
I
these
think
days.
that new Chelsea manager they got, I think he's good enough. But is he good enough to stay for like a couple of seasons? We'll find out.
We'd have to see
Yeah.
because the trouble is I'm not convinced if he's the answer. That's my only problem.
With
I'm not
Man
sure.
United, with Man United, yeah, they bring Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back, yeah. I think it'll be the same after like 2 or 3 seasons, yeah. He's gonna get the sack. It's gonna be repeated again.
Possibly.
So if I'm Man United, I'm avoiding bringing back Ole back, yeah. I'm getting a new manager in there. And a decent manager, like from a different league.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why bring back Solskjaer, yeah? Have it on repeat again. He's going to get sacked after like a season or so.
Yeah, of course.
It's not going to work out.
No, because I look at it.
Do you agree with me on this? Do you think that United should go for Luis Enrique? That'd be a good shout.
Well, yeah, for the long term, yeah, but the way Man United,
I mean, what I think United should do is get Luis Enrique, yeah, and we should get Xabi Alonso. If like gets sacked.
Yeah, but Alonso ain't going to go Man United.
Yeah, people are saying that Luis Enrique to Liverpool, but I think Xabi instead because
possibly.
Liverpool
there's rumors about Jurgen Klopp might go Real Madrid.
Ah, no, he's not going back. You hear rumors now. It's not coming back. And personally, I wouldn't want him back because, of course, someone was saying on Jordan's stream yesterday, he's going to be there. If Klopp did come back, he wouldn't be there for like a couple of years. He's going to be there. He's going to be there for like 18 months at least. Then he's going.
Yeah.
Again. We need a manager that can stay for seasons, like 5 to 10 seasons.
Well, that's what you need. But this is the thing, Arteta ain't getting sacked anytime soon.
It's not. He's won the league with Klopp's team. We're still getting him time. Klopp will improve himself by the end of the season. Get him out.
Yeah, but this is the thing. You look at Jurgen Klopp, yeah, right? Arne Slot. People want Arne Slot out because obviously the season he's not doing this season. He won you the league title last season, yeah, right?
Technically, that was with Klopp's team. He didn't make it aside.
No, he didn't.
I mean, fair play, Liverpool. Yeah, fair play. We in the summertime we brought in good players, but we need a manager that can get us some wins and help the team. He's not doing that right now. He's building the squad. It's not working out. Like
should Frank have been sacked? Should Frank be sacked for Tottenham? I think so. Yeah, I think he needs to get out of there, mate. Because at the end of the day, the way I look at it, the job isn't working out for him. But saying that, he did an all right job at Brentford. So that's the problem.
You know what? I think Thomas Frank, if he went to Wolves, he could do a good job there.
Yeah.
Like, Wolves, I think he'd get him out of relegation zone. But saying that, Wolves aren't going to get a manager anytime soon.
No, of course not.
They're going to get relegated and come back up, of course. Wolves aren't the side that's going to stay in Championship for the next couple of seasons. They'll come back up.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, because they're going to get managers like that, of course, where it's going to take time for people like that. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to, of course, Rossini as well. What are Chelsea expecting, Chris, for Rossini now appointed and now is he experienced enough to achieve? What do Chelsea want to achieve? They're in a semi.
What I think is if Arsenal demolish Chelsea at the bridge, like 5-6-0, then I'd say he's not good enough
No.
to stay. But if Chelsea win comfortably at the bridge like 3-0, then I'd say he's comfortable to stay. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah. If they win 3-0 tomorrow at the bridge, they're getting through. Like, there's no way Arsenal are going back unless they pull Liverpool Barcelona, but that's not going to happen. There's no way. But if it's a 2-0 win, there's a chance. But yeah, I think this manager, I don't know much about him, but that win against Charlton was a good win. But yeah, just give that
But that's against Charlton.
See if you're really experienced enough and see where Chelsea finish at the end of the season and see if they win a trophy or not.
Because the way I look at it, Chelsea, I think the aim for Chelsea this season is getting back into the top 4, get into the Champions League.
Yeah.
And then, of course, maybe they need to obviously add maybe an FA Cup for resistance or a Carabao.
No, an FA Cup, nah. I think Carabao Cup, because if they get an FA Cup, yeah, but ideally they should be aiming for the Carabao Cup because they're in the semi-final, yeah. They got a good chance. They got a very good chance. And use lot of hope that Newcastle get a result tonight against City, because City will be tough.
Yeah, City would be hard. City would be hard. And City know how
to side as well. But use lot better hope as Arsenal fans. You better hope that Newcastle come, because you can get something against Newcastle in the final.
Well, yeah, of course. I think Arsenal will be going there for revenge. I think Arsenal will go there and get revenge. That's the problem. Because the thing is, I don't want to repeat in this semi-final of last season how we're going to perform, because we never turned up in both semi-finals last season against Newcastle. I was confident going into that game, and we never turned up.
Yeah,
and I look at the Chelsea game. I know Stamford Bridge is a tough place to go to, and I know many teams don't win at the Bridge.
If you get 1-0 win in Stamford Bridge, that's a big result.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Come to the Emirates, beat them again, and you're in the final.
Yeah, because
for me, I think Newcastle. For me, I think Newcastle City will be a good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really good game. I'm hoping Newcastle win.
It's Newcastle at home tonight, or away.
Yes, that's in James's Park.
Oh yeah. Newcastle will win 3-0 at least.
3-0, you reckon?
Yeah, look at the game against Man City and Brighton the other week, Brighton were dominating, but they couldn't take their chances. But with Newcastle, they can take their chance. They have Gordon, they have Walter Maid. Who else do they have? They have Harvey Barnes. They have good players who can take their chances.
Yeah, of course.
Brighton can do that. If City play like they did against Brighton, they're going to get punished. I can see a 3-1 or 4-1 Newcastle tonight. That's what I think.
If Newcastle are going to win the game, I think it'd be like a 2-1.
There's no point sitting back in the semi-final, sitting back and defensive.
And the crowd are going to be up for it. They are the holders, okay? They are literally going to be up for it. But something tells me I think Man City are going to win. I don't know why. I think they'll lose the first leg and maybe turn it around.
It tells me that Newcastle's winning it. Newcastle's going to win tonight. But then at the Etihad, if Newcastle win like 3 or 4-1 tonight, at the Etihad, they're going to sit back and just sit back, defend, and probably get a goal or so.
But if that happens, 4-1 Newcastle resistance, for example, does does that mean do you rule out Manchester City's opportunity? Do you look at Man City?
Oh
And
yeah,
go,
yeah.
can Man City score 3
If
goals?
it's 3 goals at the Etihad, if they play very well, but against Newcastle, a very good. Newcastle are a good side, so I do think they'll get the win tonight. And if at the end, if it's like 3-1, they'll have a chance. But if it's 4-1 tonight or like 3-0, they're not coming back at the end. Nah.
No, exactly. And I look at it, it's going to be interesting what Man City side put out, because James Trafford might go in goal. Would Donnarumma start? Would you start Donnarumma in the semi-final?
Donnarumma, yeah, I reckon you'll start.
Because I think Donnarumma will start over James Trafford.
Yeah.
But getting into this Arsenal and Chelsea game, I look at Rafinha. I know a little bit about him. I don't know too much. He did obviously play for Hull City as an ex-footballer, right? I think it was Hull City. I could be wrong. And he's managed clubs and not much, but I don't want to like. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah, and you're a Liverpool supporter,
Yeah.
and I look at it, and I kind of feel like I look at the Chelsea game, right? I think it's going to be a tough game, but I just look at it and I just feel like, is Rafinha that experienced? Time will tell. He's definitely going to get into next season. He's not getting sacked at the end of the season.
For me, I'm calling it. I think it'll be a Chelsea Newcastle final. Don't know why I can't see Arsenal making it.
Really?
Yeah, Chelsea
You
Newcastle
think
final.
Arsenal are going to give up?
That mate, Chelsea Newcastle will be a better final than Arsenal Man City, because Arsenal Man City are just going to sit back and defend.
But
While
Chelsea don't usually
Che-
beat Newcastle that much.
yeah, but Chelsea Newcastle will be a good game because they're on attack. While Arsenal is going to sit back in a final, have a 0-0 and go extra time or whatever it is. I mean, it's penalties, isn't it? I could be wrong, but yeah. I think Newcastle, as neutrals, Chelsea Newcastle will be a better final than Arsenal Man City.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, Arsenal Man City is a big final as well. For
Well,
me,
it
I
is.
think Arsenal are going to get to the final.
You don't think so? Well, time will
Yeah.
tell. Time will tell.
But
And
you probably will win the FA Cup.
yeah, probably the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But if Mikel Arteta already wins the FA Cup, it's not a good season for Arsenal. He has to win something big this season.
Yeah.
So I look at it and I kind of feel like this is a massive game. But also about Chelsea season thoughts as well, before I come to Arsenal and the lineup as well. Big shout out to Ethan. Big shout out. You know what, mate? Take your time, bro. Make sure you are sharing the stream. Make sure everyone does lock in and do what required. Where do you think Chelsea will finish this season?
6th.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think about 6th. I think they might get you.
I think Newcastle. I think Chelsea might win the Carabao Cup.
If they win the Carabao Cup and get 6th, I think they go into the Europa League.
Yeah.
Which
European football next season.
Chelsea do all right in that competition. They do quite decent in that competition, because the way I look at it, look, if they can get a trophy this season, it'll be good, and then build onto it. I was watching Rossini's interview yesterday, and the way he speaks, it sounds very impressive, right? All managers are going to be like that, but the way he speaks and the way he was set out in the conference, it was very good. He was obviously majority talking about Arsenal, how good they are, Arsenal, a good team. Arsenal have got everything about them. Yeah, if they've got everything about them, why are they not winning league titles then?
Yeah. But for me, I think you should keep Arteta in there because he's doing very well. Like, yeah, I mean, like you wanted him there for years because, I mean, he's our manager. Finishing second all those seasons, this season could be worth it for you because you're going to probably win the league. It's most likely going to happen.
Well, I hope we do win.
If you at least win, if you win If you win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, that's a good season for you.
Well, it's a great season when you've won the
Hey,
double. Arsenal
you
have
could
to
win the
win
treble.
something big on
You could have been
top of the
you
cup.
could have been the treble. You have a good chance.
Well, we're not going to win the Champions League. I don't think we're not good enough to win the Champions League. But however, I think the realistic out of the big two, I think it's Prem. But we got to keep winning. We got to keep winning,
Well,
and we've got Forest on
I think
Saturday,
that
and that
I
ain't going
think
to be an
that
easy game.
I think that you're going to win the Prem. You're still going to win the Prem either way.
I hope so. And I sit here in May, and this stream will explode, right? And literally, I'll say the famous words at the end of the season, and I say, you know what? I'll be Mikel Arteta in.
No way.
That is my famous words. I wanted to keep that quiet until May, and that's my famous words. Everyone's seen that now in stream. There's 4 people watching, right? The 4 viewers can go and pass that towards the torch to their friends, right? That is the famous words if he wins the league title, bro. So, but however, at the moment, I'm still Mikel Arteta out because he needs to win something big to prove to me that he can get it over the line. And but yeah, massive shout out to you, for an absolute ruin. But let's of course, get into the prediction, of course, and semi-final first leg preview as well. What do you think the lineup will be going into the Chelsea game? And I don't know, like, would you make like any changes, or do you think Arsenal should go strong? Because Mikel Arteta said Calafiori, Akampe are now out injured, of course.
One sec. So my phone's ringing. I'll be back.
All right,
Second.
all right,
Bye.
all right. Right, so Flicks will come back. He's just muted. Obviously, he's on the phone to someone, but this, of course, is the lineup. Of course, we'll be back in like 2 seconds. Yeah, it just takes a quick call, but this is my lineup. What I'd go for as well. Keeper wise, I'm still going to stick with Kepa. I know people were giving stick about Kepa, but you can't really drop Kepa Arrizabalaga from the Chelsea, from the Portsmouth game the other night. But I'm gonna go with Kepa Arrizabalaga for the game against Chelsea. He's been Arsenal's cup goalkeeper. It makes sense for him to play. And that's what I'd go for. I'd go for someone like Kepa. Right back, I'd go with Ben White. I wouldn't use Julian Timber at right back. I'd go with Ben White. Obviously, there's been rumours about him going to Everton. I don't believe in any of that. He's staying where he is.
My camera.
I'm good. Yeah, no worries, man.
Big
Centre
up,
back. Big up to TTA. I hope you're good, mate. But centre half, I'm gonna have to go with Gabriel. Gabriel continues his place. At centre back, of course, against Chelsea. Needs more minutes, of course. Obviously, coming back from injury. Saliba is a doubt. So you could either play Timber at centre half or you play Skelly at left back. I think Saliba's going to be fit regardless. I think Arteta is
I haven't shown a face in a while. But yeah, big up.
crazy. Big up. Left back would have to be Lewis Skelly. Do I see Timber playing at left back? I'm not sure. This is what I would do. He probably will go with literally.
No, I think Newcastle Chelsea final. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Chelsea's going to win the Carabao Cup.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I hope we do win the League Cup, Arsenal. I hope we do, because this is a trophy which we haven't won since 1993. Of course, and this is an opportunity for Arsenal to, of course, get a trophy this season. And then if you're still in the title race, people will say, you know what, Arsenal, can they go and win the league for the rest of the remaining months of the calendar year? I kind of want Arsenal to win so we can get a Newcastle Arsenal. For yeah, something fresh, something different. Chuck Man City out of the equation. I'd go with Lewis Skelly at left back. I wouldn't risk Julian Timber in a game like this. I know he didn't. I know, of course, he didn't start the game against Portsmouth, but I would go with this defense if Saliba's fit. If Saliba's not fit, then I go with probably Timber at centre half, or maybe Ben White at centre half.
He's out. Is he out? Cappy.
Yeah, he's injured, man. Yeah. Midfield, I'd go with, of course, Declan Rice. I chucked Declan Rice back into this game. because I know he didn't come on against Portsmouth, so we're going to need Rice. It's a big game. Midfield, I'd go with.
Eze has to be in that
I'm going to go
midfield.
with Eze in this game. I know he had a
Yeah.
poor game. I'm going to go with Eze. Let me see if I can spell Eze. Eze ain't coming up for some reason. We go on Google. But Martin Odegaard, of course. I know he didn't start against.
A lot of your fans are like Odegaard. I mean, he needs to shoot more. He's not shooting enough.
Well, he's not shooting enough, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
He's not.
I mean,
He's
with
not
Eze,
shooting enough.
I think Eze and Rice is like your two best midfielders. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'd go with Eze because I know he had a bad game against Portsmouth, but we kind of need like to get his form back on track. And I look at that, and I kind of feel like maybe I'd start him against Chelsea. It's a cup game as well. I use Odegaard's legs for the Forest game on Saturday, where we will be doing a watch along and a match reaction straight after the game for that. Midfield, I'd go with Zubimendi in this game. I would go with Zubimendi to keep his place for Arsenal as well. And a surprising striker who I'm going to put up front, but I don't think he will not start the game.
Gabriel Jesus, he put him in the lineup.
No, it's not Gabriel Jesus.
Who is it?
The surprising striker, and if anyone's listening to this very carefully,
who is it?
It's Mikel Moreno.
You're putting Moreno up top.
Why? I explain why.
I mean, I'm not being. You have Jesus.
I think he's better. I think he's better up front. Probably Jesus will start the game, right? And I wouldn't be too fussed about it. But I'd start Moreno, and this is the reason why I'd start Moreno. Yeah, Mel said this as well, right? And look, I don't mean to obviously introduce your name, but one thing I will say is that game against Liverpool, when I did the watch along and I did the match reaction straight after the game, I would have started Jesus, and we were doing previews. Me, Mel, Jordan were doing previews. Don't mean to obviously involve your names. Obviously, I had to say something as an example, so please understand that.
You put Martinelli in the lineup as well, or?
Yeah, Martinelli's going to start as well. I'd start Mikel Moreno. The reason why I start,
probably Madueke right wing.
Yeah, I'd start Moreno because obviously you need a target man against Chelsea, and he scored in the fixture. Right? And Arsenal are going to need set pieces and boxes, and I feel like this is a perfect game for Moreno to go to Stamford Bridge and score. I'd start Mikel Moreno. Gyökeres, no. He needs to be benched for a little while to get his form back on track. He needs to learn how to obviously put the goals in the back of the net. Yeah, and it's not just okay, we don't play the system, we don't play the service to the strengths. I do think that's a bit of a critical what Arteta does need, but he's not going to change the system. We have to make that as obviously we have to get on with it. It's a reality. A big up to Mr. B. I hope you're good. Great stream earlier, mate. I did see you in the chat.
Do you think Brentford will beat Chelsea?
I think they can get a point at best.
What stadium? Their stadium or bridge?
It's at Stamford Bridge.
Oh yeah.
They might go there and win. They might go there and win. Put a bet on. They might actually go there and win. On the wing, of course, on the left, I'm going to go with Martinelli. Martinelli scored a hat trick. Martinelli has does all right against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
I might put a bet on tonight. I'll see. I don't know what the odds are, but.
And then on the right, I throw in Bukayo Saka. I feel like Bukayo Saka, this is a game against Chelsea. Going to need a bit of confidence going into the Forest game. I feel like, I know we talked about Bukayo Saka. His form is not really like dipped at the moment, but maybe this isn't a perfect game to, of course, chuck him in against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. He scored at Stamford Bridge before. I remember when he scored against.
I'll tell you the odds for this from Ben. I'll show you. Wait, all right. Mate, what's going on? Newcastle.
Yeah.
All right. Where is it?
Mr. B says we're doing well at the moment, but we drew at the G-Tech 2-2. Yes, you did. You did. But I look at this game. This will be my lineup. But look, if Mikel Arteta goes with Gyökeres, Trossard, if he goes with a full Premier League squad, let's see. But I do think there will be changes in about. I know I said about Noni Madueke starting, but you know what? Right? Do I go with Noni Madueke against Chelsea? I'd go with Saka, man. I just feel like we need a bit of width, a bit of problems against Chelsea. Don't get me wrong. I thought Madueke had a good game on Sunday, but I just feel like maybe
if I put a bet on for Newcastle to
yeah.
beat, if I put a bet on Newcastle to beat Man City 2-0, I'll get 70 quid back. If I put
what's the prices?
Put a fiver down, I got 70 quid back. Let me see if I put 2-1 because City might get a goal.
I'd do it.
2-1, 2-1 or 50 quid. That's not worth it, but I might do 2-0.
What 2-0?
Yeah, 2-0 Newcastle.
It's a good opportunity. It's good to do it.
And then let me check this bet. I'm gonna do 2 bets tonight. Same teams though. Oh mate, this could be better. The odds could be better. No, not correct. Sure. First half, I don't know why I can't see it. I'll have to. All right, Newcastle, 5 quid. Newcastle and both halves. Nah, it's not right. Newcastle, Man City. No, wait.
Yeah, but would you not? The best bet is obviously like, are you going to do a bet tomorrow?
No, I'll do bet tonight. I'll see.
That's all right.
Oh yeah. If I put Man City to win first half and Newcastle in second half, I'll get 95 quid. So I might put like a tenner down, and then tenner for 2 bets. So Newcastle in 2-0 and Man City to win first half, Newcastle in second half, I get 95 quid and 70 quid.
That's quite good.
But one of them, I'm gonna have to win one bet, so one of them bets could go through. It's possible
because the thing is, the way I look at it, it depends what bet you actually want to put on between Man City and also the Chelsea and Arsenal. I'm thinking of doing a bet for Chelsea v Arsenal. I'm kind of like
for me. I think do a bet tonight because it's more of a chance.
What I might do is after this stream, I may go out and put a bet on for Newcastle, Man City. I think Newcastle. I think Newcastle can maybe win.
Do it the way I'm doing it.
I will, man. What are you going to put both teams to score?
Nah, I'm doing 2-0 Newcastle full time, and then I'm going for Man City to win the first half and Newcastle in the second half.
Yeah.
So there's a chance Man City could win. I mean, Man City win first half, Newcastle win the second half, or Newcastle to win 2-0. So there's a chance I could win. So I'm going to do that. You should do the same.
Yeah, well, I could do that actually. That's obviously a good idea. That's obviously a real good opportunity I would do because both teams could score in that game.
Or you can do correct score. I think it'll be like 2.
Correct score is a better bet. I feel like correct score is more of like a better bet to do.
Let me do like 2-0 for a second.
I feel like if Man City are going to win the game, I feel like maybe it's got like a 2-1 or something.
Who, me? I'm a Liverpool fan.
Come on, man. You know he's a Liverpool fan, bro. Yeah, I'm joking. He's a Liverpool supporter, mate. But getting back to Chelsea v Arsenal, this is going to be an interesting game. I honestly feel like I look at Chelsea and I look at the Arsenal game. It can go either way. Something tells me I think it's got a draw all over it, but let's see what happens between Chelsea and Arsenal. And that's my starting 11, of course. And I look Chelsea. If Cole Palmer's fit, I don't know if he's fit for the game or anything like that. But
No, don't worry, that's fine.
Mr. B says in the chat, "Oh yeah, my bad. It's not a problem, mate. Sorry, bro. I didn't know and realize."
If I go Newcastle 2 and Man City, 70 quid. And if I put Newcastle 3 and Man City 1, it's 75 quid. So there's a chance.
Yes, there is. There is an opportunity because if you think about it,
I'm going to do that. I'm putting down a tenner, yeah, and I could win 70 quid. If I lose my tenner, then fair enough. I think I'm going to do
It's
that.
only £10. It's only £10.
£10, yeah, you're only losing a tenner, mate. It's not like I'm putting down like 100 quid, yeah.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, I look at whatever bet you want to put on is obviously good odds.
I'm not gonna do first half, second half because the game could be like 1-0 and then Man City, who knows, or 1-1 first half.
Oh yeah, it could go either way because I honestly feel like Man City Newcastle can go either way. Manchester City, of course, can go there and win. Newcastle are going to be up for it. Big shout out to Paul, bro, 100%.
Yeah, he's a change bomb of all people.
I'm not saying the words. I said it now. Big shout out to Paul. Good to speak to you earlier, mate. Of course, massive Birmingham City supporter. I know you don't do YouTube anymore, but it's always good to obviously keep your Gmail account.
Yeah, are you doing a bet tonight?
I'm gonna do a bet. I'm gonna go out after this and go and do a bet. I'm gonna put Newcastle to beat Man City, put both teams to score.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. But Paul Farrell's gone for a 1-1 draw. Yeah, it may possibly, mate. It's possibly it's a difficult game to actually call because I look at this Man City game on the bombshell. That's what I normally say at the end, right? That's a normal thing. What I normally say. But I reckon we'll draw the game tomorrow. I reckon we will end up drawing the game against Chelsea. But a win would be really nice, of course. But I don't want Arsenal to have a repeat of last season in the semi-final when Isak scored against
do an impression of this manager, yeah.
This fucking manager. There you go. But I look at this game and I feel like I don't want Arsenal to like be scared at Stamford Bridge, yeah. And I know Chelsea haven't beaten us for quite some time, and I know luck is going to come to an end some point. It all does, but I think with this game, just don't lose. Just set out. If you're going to struggle, walk away with a draw. It's like the Villa game in the league where we made a big mistake right towards the end. Buendia scored. Zubimendi had a terrible game in that game. Arsenal should have walked away with a point, and the point would have been good, right? We would have been 7 clear of Man City instead of 6. So at that time, we probably wouldn't have known if we would have been 6 points clear today. So I don't know. Any final things you do want to say, Chris, about this game and score prediction?
Oh, score predictions.
Yeah.
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. I'm going for 1-1 draw. I think Arsenal are gonna maybe just walk away with a draw, and they'll probably be happy with a draw. It's the first leg. If it was a league, then it would be disappointing. But if we can get a win, it'd really knock Chelsea's confidence going to the Emirates. And of course, it would obviously give Arsenal massive confidence for potentially 90 minutes away, even a 2-1 or a 1-0 Arsenal. Then Arsenal would all they need to do is draw or win the game to make it to Wembley. So
predictions for the night's game: 2-1 Newcastle or 3-1 Newcastle. No, 2-0 Newcastle or 3-1.
I'm gonna go for 2-1 Newcastle against Manchester City. I think City will score first, and I think Newcastle will give them a game, and I think Man City will turn it around in the second leg. But let's see. Let's see what happens. And Mr. B, Paul, you gone for a draw, Mr. B. What's your final prediction before I close this? Oh yeah, there's one thing I do want to address. Yeah, right. And it's proper buggered me a little bit, right? I'm not saying my words right, but there's something I do want to address, right? And it kind of really annoys me a little bit, right? And I am gonna call it out. Yeah, Chris knows what doesn't mind. You don't mind if I do it, Chris?
No, don't call
Like
it,
this.
don't call any people that, like. 'Cause
No, but this is the thing, right? Right. I start off with this, yeah. Right. Right. This is Rich's stream. Massive shout out to you, Rich. Right. I get told, right? I'm not calling you out, Rich. No. But I'm just using this as an example, yeah. So don't feel like I'm calling you out. I'm not. But I get told, for an example, that live stream for match, right? And then I get certain people messaging me. I'm not going to name any specific names, but they know who I am, who I'm talking about, right? And I get certain people messaging me saying, and they clearly do not understand. And I totally respect that they don't understand. Don't feel like I'm obviously taking the piss or anything like that, because I'm not that type. I'm not a dickhead, right? But one thing I will say is this is really baffles me, and I find it a little bit stupid, a little bit over the top. Yeah. People complaining about, oh, I'm copying about live stream for match. Right. Well, why is, obviously I don't want to mention the channel's name, but why is this channel got the same title as other people's titles? Why are you not having to go at them? For me, I think it's an absolute joke.
I'm not
right?
getting involved. I'm not getting involved. But
No, that's fine. You have a right to not get involved, and that's absolutely fine. And I find it buffering. The reason why people have an agenda against me.
I'm not getting involved, but what I will say is, with the titles, if other people's doing it, why can't other people not do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, other people are doing it, yeah. Luke isn't a dickhead, he's a change man, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying anything about that words.
Are doing it, yeah. But when some people do it, they might have a go at them, I don't know.
Yeah, but 100%. And Chris understands me. Obviously, he doesn't have to agree with me. Obviously, he's not really getting involved with it. Chris has got his own life and all that stuff. I have my own life. Everyone else has their own life. But what really annoys me, right? And I have to tell people this very straight, and don't feel like I'm not having a go at them. And they clearly, and if they don't understand, I have to tell them straight, yeah, right. And I'm not being a dickhead or trying to show off and try and win, because it's not about winning or anything like that. Because if that's what it is, then seriously, people need to go and look in the mirror. But one thing I will say is, one thing I will say is, for example, yeah, I'm not calling this anyone out. I'm just getting this title up. So I don't mean to obviously get other people's channels up. So please, I'm asking permission, yeah. People have a go at me on WhatsApp, and people have a go at me, right, over a situation because copying a full match stream.
Well, I'm not going to serve you.
They have a go at me. Why they're not having a go at this?
What I will say,
people,
Luca. What I will say,
I don't get it,
Luca. What I will say is, stealing, like, using people's thumbnails. They done it. It's their work. Don't see people's thumbnails. But with the title, it's only a bit of writing. That's what.
Yeah, and even this, massive shout out to you, Tom. Yeah, real Tom. Yeah, right. That title is absolutely fine. Yeah, right. But for example, right, I click on Rich's stream, right? Massive shout out to him. Please go and subscribe to Rich Sport, absolute real one, right? But certain people message me on WhatsApp and say that why they're not having to go at someone like that to the other people, and they're copying their title, but they're having a go at me. I'll have this say first, yeah, people, yeah, before anyone speaks, yeah. But I do apologize, but they obviously have a go at me because I'm using this. I don't really get it with people these days. Think it's obviously putting a full stream. I see other YouTubers putting exactly the same thing. I really don't feel like it's a big deal. But people, I explain to them, but they keep repeating and not taking my words, what they say. They're trying to win and have a conversation. It shouldn't be about winning, right? And that's it. I totally respect that. And then another person has a go at me over a Premier League background logo, where I see other people using it. For me, I think it's an absolute childish situation to do.
If
Yeah,
you're stealing thumbnails and backgrounds, it's their work. But if you go on Google and you find a Premier League background image and you use it,
yeah,
that's fair enough. If you go on Google,
yeah,
and you go to your Google images and make your own thumbnail, then that's fair enough.
yeah.
But don't screenshot people's thumbnails or don't screenshot people's
Yeah,
background.
but yeah, I totally respect that, right?
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, people have a go at me, Chris, just over a situation because someone else, right, tends to obviously have the same full match and all that stuff. But they say to me that I use it all the time. Yeah, right? Right at the end, okay, why does that certain channel I've just got up, right, uses the same title, but they don't at them? The reason why, because they think I'm easy to wind up. Yeah, right. Okay, so fair enough then. Why do they not have a goal at the other people? Because they're trying to act hard. They're trying to win. It shouldn't be about that, right? Okay, YouTube is a community to meet people and get on and actually enjoy. That's my speech. I've said my words, and that's it.
I lose the change, man. I'm joking. Right.
But I don't know what you think about it, Chris. Before I close the show, so I had to
Yeah,
get off my chest.
what? No, I'm not getting involved. I'm neutral in this.
No, you
But like,
don't have to, man. That's absolutely fine, bro. It's nothing
all I
to
will
do.
say is like stealing people's thumbnails. Yeah, don't do that or background. Well, if you go out,
No.
if you make your own background or you make your own thumbnail, that's fair enough. Like
Yeah.
people can't come and complain and say no this and that. But if you screenshot people's thumbnails or backgrounds, then they have a thing you'd have a go at you.
100%.
Yeah.
Right. And one thing, one more thing.
The titles,
Yeah.
if people don't like it, then just I'd
But this is
say
the thing. Like Rich Sports uses the same. Rich Sports. I don't obviously mean to involve your name. Obviously, massive
with,
shout
with
out to
the
you. But
with
he
the
uses
with the
he
title
uses he uses the same title.
with the
Why is
title
certain people
with
not
the
complaining to
title
him?
with
I
the
don't get it with these
wait,
people these
listen,
days.
wait,
For me, I just think it's not anything relevant. I just don't understand
with
over a
the title.
situation.
Wait, let me speak.
People
With
want to
with
actually show off because they want to be big and try and be smart.
this,
Yeah,
let me
right.
speak.
No one's not smart, bro. No one's perfect. Do you understand? And then people want to have a go at me on WhatsApp over a situation just because I had to get an example channel up and they use the same title. Why are they not having a go at them? Hence why I'm calling these people out for a reason.
With the titles, if people don't like you copying the title, if you're copying them in a certain way, just change
Yeah.
the title slightly. Then
Oh yeah, definitely.
in every stream, just change your title slightly, yeah, and make different backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say. So then people
But
can
that's all
comment.
I will say.
People
And that's
can't come
the
in.
only I had to address it. I had to get it off my chest. It was frustrating me. I had to get it off my
Then people
chest.
can't come in and have a go at you and say, "Oh, why you copying me and you copying titles?" Just do your own titles, do your
But
own
certain
background.
people don't understand, and I'm not actually trying to have a go at them or anything like that. I'm just giving it as an
And
example.
what we'll say is, don't like say I'm going live in people's chats. Like I know you say you're a changed man, but just don't do that. Like our spam links.
100%.
Yeah.
I love that. 1-1 draw and 2-1 Arsenal. Yeah, Mr. B. Look, it's going to be a hard game. Yeah, of course. Brentford, of course, get obviously. And, you guys are not in a semi-final of a Carabao Cup. Would you even get to the semi?
People will wind you up more if they see it's getting to you. It's all dice, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
100%. It's just banter in here. I totally respect that, bro.
Yeah, but Luke, now you get all the trolls and people in your chat. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who they are, but like you get all trolls. So I see like people get trolls in Charlie's chat, like people get trolls in everyone's chat. For you, it's best just to time it out or ignore it. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I do, innit?
And if people have a go at you and like if people are calling you out,
This is
then
the thing, right? Certain people don't understand because the trouble is, right? They say, right, that over a situation because of a title. For example, my friend, right?
but
For example,
what we'll say is it's easy to wind you up, but you can
yeah,
change
which
it.
is the problem. But how come Rich Sports uses the same title, right, as other people? Do they have a go at them? No, they won't have a go. They want to target me, not other people. This is what people don't understand in this YouTube community name. But I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to get involved. I just want to be friends with everyone. and I just want to be happy. And I want everyone else's channels to do great, and I want them to succeed and have a great potential. That's all I will say.
Fair enough.
But back to football reality.
Big up Jordan, mate. Big up Puppy Roll, Jordan.
Big up to Mr. Jordan and Mr. B, absolute real ones. Go and subscribe to them. But look, this Chelsea game, obviously Arsenal have got Nottingham Forest coming up as well. Massive game on the weekend. Manchester United, Manchester Derby this weekend. Oh, I pray Man United.
Is City at their ground or is that Old Trafford?
It's at Old Trafford. Is that Old Toilet?
Oh, yeah. Mate, United are going to get slapped 4-1.
United are going to get cooked.
Yeah.
Man United are going to get cooked. They've got enough problems at the mind. Darren Fletcher has lost his first game in charge.
Will Michael Carrick take over on the weekend? Or disallow Darren Fletcher in the weekend?
Think Carrick... Was it Tuesday today? Yeah, I think Carrick plays on the weekend.
If I'm honest, Darren Fletcher should retire as a manager. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, exactly.
He should be like a League 2 manager, a League 1 manager, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. And apparently they might get Wayne Rooney as backroom staff.
He's to be honest, I don't even class him as a manager, yeah. He's rubbish. I can do a better job than him. Has me being honest.
Yeah, of course. And they might get Wayne Rooney in charge as backroom staff, which you look at his managerial experience, he hasn't done anything.
He's all right.
He's all right, but as a backroom staff, it's not a problem. But as manager-wise, he doesn't have a clue, right? And this is the thing: it's not just a curse, or it's just not a pick of a name. And we understand it's a famous name because he was an ex-footballer and he retired from football about 5 years ago.
There he was. So
Rooney retired about 5 years ago. Yeah, and the trouble is that's quite a long time. Yeah. Sort of, but trouble is, he was a good footballer back in the day. Yeah, we never forget the famous Wayne Rooney that scored against Arsenal. Yeah, right.
That in the early 2000s. It was back in 2016, mate.
At Anfield. But Rooney, of course, was an unbelievable footballer. Obviously, he had a bit of tempo, he had a bit of character about him, and I won't forget his sent off in the World Cup.
Well, as a manager, I can't see him succeed.
No. As a manager, he can't succeed. Maybe he might be doing right, maybe somewhere like a League 2 standard, but League 1 Championship, no. Depending on what the club is, depending on who it is, but it depends how he can get the strategy. Derby County in his first time spell, I thought he kept them up, and then after that, he just at Birmingham City, he was one of the reasons why Birmingham got relegated to League 1. You know what I mean? He put them in that mess.
Yeah,
he put them in that mess, and this is the thing, and. I look at if Man United should go and get people like David Beckham as backroom staff, bring a bit of character, bring a bit of old swagger, like bring that kind of experience around. Obviously, David Beckham's he's 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's a half a century. And I look at David Beckham, and obviously he's in America as his type of division, and he plays in America before, so he knows the American League. But I just look at Man United, they're not going to get even better. They've spent a lot of money over the years.
United go around in circles, like
they are. It's like going to a circus, and it never ends.
As a Liverpool fan, I couldn't care about United. I hope they do shit.
Of course.
But if United want to win trophies, then they get a good manager in.
They need an experienced manager
that has experience, that has won trophies.
Yeah. But Man United, the whole training ground, the structure, the Old Trafford is falling down. Old Trafford is falling down, as the famous song is.
And when we get United next, when we play them again in Old Trafford, we're gonna beat them.
Yeah,
we're gonna revenge win.
Liverpool will beat Man United at Old Trafford.
Even Michael Carrick as a manager, it's like.
Do Liverpool have a good record at Old Trafford? It's a bit inconsistent, but of course Liverpool. Don't forget Liverpool have won at Old Trafford before and battered them. I believe it was like 5-0 or something. And Liverpool beat Man United at Anfield 7-0 when Salah was showing off his six-pack. Right? So at the end of the day, right, I look at Man United, they are in a completely mess. And they're all charging that they want all these glazes out and all that. Well, don't buy the merchandise. The Glazers are not going to
United can't complain. They have good players. Salah's gone back for Man United.
Yeah, Salah is coming back, Jordan.
When Salah comes back against United, yeah, United are getting bummed. 3-0, I think it'll be.
Yeah. Salah could be back for the game against Burnley at
And
Anfield.
that game against United, yeah, when we played United at Anfield, yeah, we didn't wait. We played them at Anfield, yeah. I'm right, yeah. I think we did, yeah. We played at Old Trafford, yeah. But when we played them last time, yeah, we deserved to win that game. We had more chances. We were dominating them, yeah. But we just couldn't take the
Yeah.
chance. Gakpo in that game hit the post about 2 or 3 times. If we had to finish them chances, yeah, we would have beaten United. But this is the thing with United fans. When they win games, don't they say they're back, they're this or that. United are actually a club. Like, United fans need to accept it, but not. And we're getting shit managers in. Like, at least get a good manager. And
Yeah, that's what they do.
your 21st title is never coming until another 10 years, mate. You're not going to win a
No,
title.
Man United will never win a league title until
You're talking about
Ladies'
2035 when you win a title again.
Yeah, of course. And that's why they're in a completely mess. They've got a hell of a lot of dead wood they need to get rid of. Yeah. Maguire, 80 million fucking quid they paid.
We could have got Maguire. We could have got Maguire.
80 million fucking quid they paid. Right?
Remember the time when United didn't want Virgil? I think they didn't want Virgil or something like that, and we got him. And we were trying to get him Harry Maguire, yeah, but didn't end up. We got Virgil instead. Mate, thank God we didn't get Maguire, yeah, because Maguire's rubbish. I mean, he can turn up, yeah, but he's not all that. He can turn up in games.
Yeah.
He can add a hair in there, but for me, he's not that. For me, Van de Ven's better centre back than Maguire, and even you could agree, Luca.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Yeah, I do agree with you. But this is yeah, of course.
Kanata is better than Maguire, of course.
Yeah, of course. Kanata is better than Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a rumor I'm reading on here. Cole Palmer won't be available for tomorrow, according to Gunners Forever. I don't believe any of that post. I think that's trolling. Rumors that Arsenal want to sign 23-year-old Newcastle defender Livramento. The Gunners are also looking for a departure for Ben White, and also as a backup if they can't sign Mark Gay. Do you think he should stay at Newcastle or make a move? Thoughts on Livramento?
Livramento, yeah. I see him play a few times. He's all right.
I'm not convinced.
For me, Ben White's a better right back, of course.
He's better right back, of course.
Yeah.
But trouble is, is the Ben White the same what he was in that season when Mikel Arteta converted him into that, preventing him of that right back in the 2022-2023 season? The trouble is with Ben White, he's had all these injuries. I'd start him tomorrow. He played well in the FA Cup against Portsmouth. But come on, this is Portsmouth, yeah, right? And would I go for Livramento? He's not a bad footballer, but good for squad depth. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. What's Livramento's injury record like?
Not sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. And I would have liked Mark Gay, but I think Man City. I think Mark Gay goes to Man City in this January transfer window, and I think honestly I do, because Liverpool should be after him. Liverpool should be going for Mark Gay. Liverpool.
Instead of that, we got Isak, yeah. Two strikers. Like, there's no need for 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Like, we could have left Ekitike where he is, yeah, and got Isak instead. But for me, we done the right thing. We got Ekitike, yeah. Isak's out injured, but I think Ekitike is a better striker for me. When we seen Isak on the pitch, Ekitike was on the pitch then. He was scoring goals while Isak wasn't. So therefore, we done a great job getting Ekitike in. It was the right signing.
But it was, because Ekitike is probably Liverpool's best signing.
Yeah.
And I like the way Ekitike was. When Ekitike was rumoured about, and I never knew who this Ekitike was. until he come to the Premier League. I've never watched this guy.
I think I've heard him once or twice in Frankfurt, but I've never really watched him.
And I look at Ekitike, right, and I think he's the best striker in the Premier League. If you take Haaland out, I think Ekitike is the best striker in the Prem.
Yeah,
I do,
what I don't get about
because
Arsenal fans is, Arsenal fans, not saying like certain Arsenal fans, but a lot of Arsenal fans, reckon that Gyökeres is better than Ekitike, But nah, Ekitike is better.
no, Ekitike is better.
Yeah.
100% Ekitike is better.
Like people on Twitch, like people on what's it called, X, the Twitter, like a
Yeah.
lot of fans on there, like, to know Ekitike is this, he's shit, Gyökeres is better. Like when we got Ekitike, a lot of Arsenal fans saying Gyökeres is a great striker and that, but nah, he's not doing it in the Prem.
No, he's not. And this is the thing, and this is why I look at Ekitike. The way I like about Ekitike, what I like about him is that he's got movement, he's got a bit of swagger, the way he moves on the ball, the way he's very skillful and dribble, right? He's got everything about him. Arsenal don't have that. Okay, we got gas when Victor came, but Mikel Arteta wanted, and this fan base wanted Benjamin Sesko. They did not wanted.
A lot of Arsenal fans wanted Sesko. I think Sesko was the right move.
Yeah, but Sesko, he's not all that. He really is not all that.
You don't want him. I seen your stream that time in the summertime. You said you
Yeah.
don't want Sesko in your club. You wanted Gyökeres. But for me,
Then I had.
for me, I think Sesko was the right man for Arsenal. But I think Sesko was the right man for Arsenal. But United ended up getting him. But for me, Sesko, for me, he should have went to Arsenal. And Gyökeres was a better move for United.
Maybe, but would it have actually made the difference? Would have Gyökeres actually scored goals? Because a lot of Arsenal fans would be very pissed off. They'd be calling out the manager. But saying that, I understand Mikel Arteta buys these young profile players, but is Sesko, would have Sesko been the guy to win you the league title? Gyökeres, I thought he was going to come in and hit the ground running.
At set pieces, he'd be a very tall striker, Cross coming in, Sesko, he's good at headers as well. And he's good at finishing. Gyökeres is not doing that. I mean, look against Burnley, Sesko scored a goal, He's scoring goals, but Gyökeres isn't. Like, if you look at it that way. And Sesko is in a worse team. If he was in Arsenal, he'd be getting goals here and there. More goals.
Yeah.
But Gyökeres isn't doing that. See where I'm coming from?
Yeah, this is the thing.
Sesko is at a worse team, and he's managing to score goals. But if Gyökeres went to United, Sesko would have been a better move for Arsenal because he'd be getting more goals.
Very true, but I think Arsenal should have gone for Ollie Watkins.
You're going to say Ekitike.
Ekitike, the dream, but Ollie Watkins.
It's a shame. He's a good man. Not a manager. He's a good player.
But is Watkins the guy?
I think a lot of your fans want him for a while. Like
we were linked with him this time last year in the January transfer window, and I remember doing deadline day, and I think I'm planning to do a deadline day stream because I've stopped doing the transfers now because Arsenal are not really going to get anyone. But of course, I think I'm going to do the deadline day for other clubs in EFL and that, because obviously our EFL. But I look at other strikers I've just searched up right now. Mateta, would he win you the league? He's a good striker. Isak, I do believe he will come good. I just feel like it's just about the consistency in his injuries. He's not had a full pre-season yet, so it should be interesting how he develops next season. We know Haaland. We know Haaland's qualities that need to go there. Thiago's a good shout for Brentford. Could be a smart buy in the summer.
Yeah.
So I'd take maybe someone like, I'd go for someone like
Darwin Nunes. I'm joking.
I don't know if he'll cut it in the Prem. I feel like he might be like Gyökeres, Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan.
Oh, yeah. But saying that, he's like Gyökeres. Like, he's does what Gyökeres does.
I feel like I wouldn't mind taking someone like Ollie Watkins or Thiago, but the latter stages in the
For me,
years go on.
Watkins would be good shout for you, yeah? Because he's done it in the Prem. He can score goals. Everyone knows that. Like, if you went to Arsenal, maybe score goals, but he's not that tall of a striker.
But the latter stages go on constantly, year after year after year after year. I feel like I'm not sure if Ollie Watkins would be the answer. Like I started becoming an Ollie Watkins fan since the Euros. You know what I'm saying? Like when he scored that semi-final against Holland, it got me out of my sheet.
When that game, the Netherlands, then Holland against England, yeah. Soon as Watkins came on, yeah, I was saying that he's gonna score a 90-minute winner. I've said it on someone's stream, Real Tom stream in this chat.
Yes.
Guess what? Guess what? A few minutes later, yeah, he scores a 90-minute winner. I'm like, what? I predicted it. I was
It's
shocked.
crazy. It's mad, isn't it? And like I remember.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the Palace game. We did the watch along and match reaction straight after the game. I remember you said that game was go pens and you won a bet. Obviously, Arsenal won the game, but on penalties. But
I said that game was going pens, yeah, pens. But yeah.
I just feel like it just depends what centre forward we're gonna get. Yes, we've got someone in the chat. Real Tom says, make sure you do share this stream, bro. Under the manager, no striker will answer. Victor Gyökeres was right, but Mikel Arteta was the wrong manager. Thank you, Real Tom. No wonder I subscribed to your channel yesterday. First time I had a look at your channel yesterday. Obviously, you got to big up Chris because obviously, mate, I love your thumbnails, man. Your thumbnails are amazing, man. But thank you. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years now. I've been slagging this fucking manager. I can go back and watch all my old streams back for hours and hours and hours and put it on.
Look, pull up some clips recent Arteta out. Show Real Tom what you mean.
I will. I can't do it on here, otherwise my channel will get taken down.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
But maybe do it off air, maybe or something like that. But however, mate, thank you. Explain why you think Arteta ain't the right man for the job. If you go back and watch all my, you don't have to watch every single one, but you go watch my most rant. The rant one was Villarreal in the semi-final in the Europa League, Burnley when we lost in COVID, Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. There's loads, mate. There's loads to picture. It's mad, isn't it? There was one time, and Mel can big up, to be honest. Absolute real one, Melina is, right? If she's listening to this or not. Yeah. There was one stage I never wanted Isak because he scored 4 goals for Real Sociedad, right? There was one stage I said during COVID, I wanted Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a striker, right? Big shout out to Eric Ten Hag LFC. Who's Eric Ten Hag LFC? Okay.
Right.
Is that not someone who's created an account? Okay, massive shout out to Eric Ten Hag LFC, bro. Ten Hag! Yeah, Ten Hag is in the house. Massive shout out to Ten Hag LFC.
Let me check if that's a troll account. It will be.
Sure, that's not you who created it.
It's not me. No.
Okay. But massive shout out to Ten Hag LFC. Never seen you in the chat before. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're not playing Harrogate this weekend.
It doesn't say when it's made.
We're not playing Harrogate this weekend. We're going Izaki this weekend, bro.
But yeah, look, I think I'm gonna hop off the panel because
Yeah, no worries, bro. I'm gonna wrap up in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go out and make a bet or something. I'm gonna go out and get food.
but big up people in the chat. Thank you
Yeah,
for having me
massive
on.
shout out to Chris. I will be on. Obviously, I've got to ask. Is Real Tom doing a watch along for Newcastle?
Nah, yeah, but he doesn't have guests on his channel. But I know. Nah, he's lying. It's not me. Because look at my phone. It's not me. Look at I have a camera. Look at someone else. It's not me.
No, it's not, mate. It's not. It's not. I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah,
in the watch along, but I could be joining. You know that daily CFC guy. I'm joining him for the watch along.
I
He's
don't
in
know
the
who
watch
that
along, so I'm
is.
joining him.
I don't, does he get?
You know the guy sitting there.
Does he get on with me?
Oh yeah, you're chill. Yeah.
All right. For one, I actually listened to Lee Gunner in the second of Mikel Arteta's 6-year jobs. Honestly, the most anti-success manager on the planet. The most success manager on the planet.
Yeah, he's
No,
it's definitely not me. Look like in time,
mate, come on, Lewis, you're trolling, bro. This isn't the 20th of December, mate. You mean Accrington? For your information, no, I'm not going to. For your information, I am not going to Accrington Stanley, bro. I won't be going to Accrington Stanley away because I can't make it this weekend. But there will be a post reaction to the game. However, I'll be back for the Shrewsbury match, and I've got a Dons fan who actually wants to be part of my interview for Shrewsbury. First things first, I've got to know how old you are. I'm typing now. It's me, Chris.
Nah, it's not a time of him. It's not me. If it was me, I'd be honest with you. It's not me. Look at.
I don't think it's not Chris.
Nah, because why would I make an account called Eric Ten Hag LFC?
No, it's not you, bro. It's
former
someone
Man
else.
United manager. Yeah.
I think I might know who it is.
No, I know who it is. Yeah, you think?
And it's someone who I don't get on with.
Nah, it's someone I don't get on with. Yeah. It's not who you get on with. I know who it is exactly.
So do I. And I don't want to say it on here. I'll tell you what's backstage.
Whoever that is, pretend to be me. You can do one, mate.
I know who it is.
Yeah, you're thinking of someone else, and that's not.
But yeah, Real Tom, man. If you're doing a watch along, I'm asking permission. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't want me on, it's absolutely fine. I was going to ask if me and Chris or me if we can join your watch along for Manchester City Newcastle.
He doesn't. To be honest, I've known Tom for a couple of years, but he doesn't have people on his channel. But who knows?
It's not a problem, mate. It's not a problem, bro. That's absolutely fine, bro.
He could let us on. It's up to him. To be honest, it's his channel.
It's up to him, guys. I did ask permission.
Yeah.
But people say to me that I don't ask permission. Ask this. But yeah, look, I think we are going to close the stream. I think I've said enough what I've said today. No, I will allow it. No, it's up to you, bro. Don't have to listen. You don't have to listen to what I say. You don't have to listen to what comes out of my teeth. Did you post a video about the Harrogate game? Of course I did. Of course I did. I did a match reaction straight after the game. Go on my YouTube videos, bro. Do you not get my notifications? Every Saturday, every Dons fan watches my vlogs. It's not that I don't have guests. It's up to you, bro. If you don't feel comfortable, that's absolutely fine. I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat, bro. I'll watch. I'll be popping, slotting in and out and all that stuff. It's entirely up to you, bro. If you don't feel comfortable with guests, it's not a problem, bro. Mate, I subscribed to your channel yesterday, and you're doing very well, man. And keep it up, man. Keep the consistency what you're doing on your channel, and we'll help you. We'll help you. Me and Chris will help you and get you where you want to be, innit? So that's what we're gonna do, mate. So.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have the panel whenever you end as well. So.
Okay, I might carry on a little bit longer, but Chris, thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, we are. I said, it's sharing his channel in some way. Who's telling people,
Really?
Rebrand, like he means.
Oh wow.
You know, I'll stay on until you end it, and then
Yeah, it's fine. Is there anything else you want to discuss? Because I wouldn't mind carrying on a little bit longer.
I don't mind. It's your channel, isn't it?
Let's have a look at some transfers as well. We've obviously established about Chelsea as well, splitting it into 3 channels. Well, we are set for the summer rebrand as well. Nice one, mate. Let's have a look at some transfers as well. Let's obviously have a look at Arsenal transfers. I've got the time of my world at the moment. I will end this probably in the next 15, 20 minutes or something.
One for Arsenal. I will stay the same. I don't know for yeah, fair enough.
Let's have a look at some of the latest Arsenal transfer news as well. Let's have a look, see what the latest news. Obviously, there's not much about Arsenal, but the rumours are, of course, I messaged you in your live match preview 24/7, bro. Come on, you dons. Thanks, bro, mate. Yeah. Make sure you do share this stream, bro. We need to do what's required, bro. Arsenal latest transfer news as well. Let's do have a look as well. Not much too much. Obviously, not going to believe in the paper talk, but Mark Gay is also wanted still by Arsenal. Of course, also Arsenal have entered. This is a joke. I shouldn't really be looking at this, but I will have a look at it. So people, please don't think obviously I'm believing in this. Arsenal are rumored to have entered the race for the summer for Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Junior. With an outlet report, they will offer Martinelli in a swap deal, who reportedly have made a huge bid.
Tom said that he's not into Gay at all.
Oh, is he not? Really? Really? Mate, I take Mark Gay in a heartbeat. If we had, I think I might have glitched a little bit, but don't worry. But I think if we had Mark Gay, I know he won't get ahead of William Saliba and Gabriel, but I'll take Mark Gay in a heartbeat. I rate the defender, man. I think he's good. He's not world class, but I take him. Mate, I'd take him in a heartbeat. I'd take him in this January transfer window as a backup. Calafiori's injured at the moment for like a month. He's only out for a short, I think, a couple of weeks.
Your mic keeps cutting out.
Huh?
Your mic keeps cutting out. It's glitching a bit.
Oh, is it cutting out?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine, yeah.
Mate, Mike FC, bro. Might have to invest in another mic. I've not even had this within a month.
Oh, mate, it's still in Kev. I know who that was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate. I know it is.
Give Kev a chance. Give Kev another chance. I'll ban his man. I'll ban it. Go on, Luke. He said he'll stop.
He needs to prove. He needs to prove to me, bro.
No, he will. He'll stop it.
Because if he stops going on about the Tottenham situation, then I'll unblock him. He needs to stop, bro. Because I don't do any of this shit to him, mate.
Right then, don't joke about Tottenham. You know, like. Right,
you promised me you won't do it. You got one more chance, bro. Yeah. Right. You mess up, I never unblock you again. Right. Because I wouldn't do any of this stuff to you, bro. It makes both ways, don't it? You got to make fair for each other, not about the one person. You ain't getting Vinicius Junior. No, we're not getting Vinicius Junior. I don't want Vinicius Junior. No, I don't want Vinicius Junior. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but I don't think he'll cut it in the.
Hey, I think Rodrigo will be a better sign than Vinny. I think he'd suit you more.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, 100%. I'll take. I don't want Vinicius Junior. Forget that. No way. No freaking way. Right. To be honest, don't get me wrong. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he can cut it in the Premier League. People think this is the problem. People think that Vinicius Junior is going to run away in the Prem.
Tom says nah.
Like Saka and Madueke ain't going to feed the ball to Gyökeres. It comes down to the manager, bro, innit? You start Eze, innit? I'm in about the article. Yes, as well. Is that an Irish team?
Sligo, yeah. Sligo Rovers, yeah.
Are they any good?
They're all right, yeah.
Bang average. So what are they? What are they?
They'd have a good game against MK Dons. They'd probably win against them.
So what equivalent are they into a Premier League team then? Are they a bit of like a West Ham?
Ask Kev, he knows better Sligo.
Okay, I'll give you a chance, bro, Dylan. I'll give you a chance, Dylan. Right. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro, mate. Thanks for the repetitive words. I appreciate that. Don't need to read that. No, there's any other news as well. Mikel Arteta reveals injury concerns about William Saliba and Trossard. They've already established that as well. Jurgen Klopp, not going to believe in that. I don't think he can go Real Madrid. We've already touched on Michael Carrick. Read that. Don't need to read that. Manchester United are interested in signing Ruben Neves as the Portuguese international could be available for around 20 million quid. You know what, right? I want to ask people in the chat, right? Gaelic football.
Gaelic, yeah. Gaelic's rubbish. Don't watch that shit.
We are League 2 team. We're like a League 2 team. Yes, go on, bro. Absolute real one. You are proving me wrong. Well done.
Don't worry about Saliba.
Don't worry about
Saliba.
saliva. Saliva. Or do you mean saliva?
No,
I will survive. Saliva. Saliba. Sorry,
wait,
bad.
Luke, I've got a question for you as an Arsenal fan. Who's the better centre back for you, Gabriel or Saliba?
What, this season or in general?
In general, like, who do you prefer? Like,
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
I think Gabriel 100%.
Why do you say Gabriel? Why do you say Gabriel?
Because of like based how he's massively developed and the way he's massively improved in the last couple of seasons. I've obviously based it by that. People might say to me, "Oh, Luca, you're just saying it just because obviously you're basing it. Ideally, we think at the back of your second brain cell, you think Saliba." But no, I would have said Saliba, but I'd say Gabriel because I think look, Saliba is. We know he's good, yeah. Sometimes he has an odd mistake in him, but he really fairly makes mistakes. And when Gabriel got injured and when Hakampe came in for Saliba, no, just rewind the clip back about 20 minutes ago and you'll see what he looks like, mate. It's not hard, but that's fine. I think when Gabriel's been injured, Saliba, of course, has obviously done a good job. And I can't remember what game it was. It wasn't the Villa game. It was the game before. I think it was the Palace game, and Saliba was done very well in that game. And there was a game quite recently while Gabriel was injured, and Saliba managed to stop him and from a tackle. I can't remember. I think it might have been the Palace in the Carabao Cup. I can't remember what game it was. I have to go and rewind my reactions back. But I think Gabriel. He's going to start tomorrow against Chelsea, and I look at Gabriel. I just. If we win the league this season, it's because of Gabriel. Because that Newcastle game has put a stop in the league for now. Okay, go back at the start of the season, September, August. Gabriel at St James's Park. Gary Neville even said it. And if we go and win the league at the end of the season and all this banter, buying all these Mustafis and Squalachis and all them Lord Bentners and all that bloody stuff back in the day, right? Frimpong, Santos, Carl Jenkinson, all these lot, J. Emmanuel Thomas. The thing is, Gabriel will be one of the reasons why I think we'll win if we do go and win the league, because that Newcastle game at St James's Park, tough place to go to. Arsenal don't have a good record there in previous seasons, but Arsenal went there and won, and that's obviously got to be one of Arsenal's favourite away games. Arsenal have won this season. Odegaard is the worst captain in history. Yeah, I think we need to bin him, bro, mate. I think we need to sell him. It's time, but he won't leave him. Arteta loves him, mate. But let's see if there's any other transfer news. Would I take Ruben Neves? Neves and Rice playing two different positions, so nah, I wouldn't be a bad option as a squad depth. Xabi Alonso. No, I read that. Oh, West Ham interested in signing Eric Dyer. Dyer.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad. Experience.
West Ham.
But why would he want to come though? I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad shout.
What is your relegation like? What do you think West Ham will go down? Like what are you predicting?
28. Well, West Ham will go down. I reckon.
Who you predicting get relegated then?
Burnley, West Ham, Wolves.
West Ham, Wolves, and who else?
Burnley.
Burnley, yeah, fair enough.
I don't know what you think, and Forest will stay up.
Yeah. If West Ham get relegated, it'd be funny suck.
Mate, their ground's a joke, right? I've been there for a stadium tour, right? Not to watch a game.
Set of fans, the money, yeah.
Yeah, and I look at it, and I think for me, I think it's a joke because some of their ground is obviously made out of sand and all that stuff, even around the track and all that stuff. West Ham are favourites to set the fans to be bullied. Yeah, mate. Mate, they'll win the championship if that's what you mean. Yeah, next season. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I look at West Ham. Look, I'm very surprised the way they've performed like that this season. Even you have a look at over the years, West Ham on paper buying these sort of players like the Paquetas and that. West Ham are not the team that won the Conference League, and ever since Declan Rice left, they've never actually really got going. Like they've had some good moments, but they're so bad. It doesn't matter who you play against. They had to go to extra time to beat QPR, Queens Park Rangers, QPR. Like, come on, man. West Ham for me are not the West Ham what people. Obviously, you can still class it as a tough place to go to, but Arsenal really go there and just batter them 5-6-0. Like we batted them 6-0 one stage a couple of years ago. Eric Dyer, I understand. Yeah, it would be a good signing, experience. And that could do a job. He's done a decent job at Bayern. Any other transfer news as well? No, that's about it, really. I think I'm going to wrap the stream. I think I'm done for today. Big up to the people in the community. Massive shout out to Chris. Massive shout out to Jordan.
Big up Tom
shout out
to
Mel.
By Coventry, yeah.
Wolves and West Ham will be replaced by Coventry. Middlesbrough will be blessed by the Prem. 100%. Coventry, mate. 100%. I've been to the Rico Arena. I think it's a quality ground. Middlesbrough, I've been there once, right? It's a long way, but it's worth going, right? It's got a very good global fan base. Middlesbrough, I don't know what they're going to be like next season, but Coventry will definitely 100%. If they invest the money, what they've done this season in the Championship and go to the Premier by experience, I think Coventry are going to be a worthy Premier League team to stay up. And I think a lot of people will like Coventry next season, like what they're like in Leeds this season. Come to an Irish game. Yeah, I will come to an Irish game, mate. I'll come to Ireland, fella, mate. You know what I mean? I come to Ireland, mate. I come to fella, mate. You know what I mean? Irish fella. I love a bit of Seamus. But yeah, on a bombshell, I am going to wrap the stream. I will be on Real Tom's channel if he's doing a watch along, and Chris will be on as well.
He is, but I don't know. I don't know if he said he's letting. He might. Hasn't said
that's fine.
Yeah,
but we will be back tomorrow. Of course, for match day, of course, and then match reaction straight after the game for Chelsea versus Arsenal. Hopefully, I'll be sitting here, of course. I'm not going to do any more shows today. I want to have a bit of a quiet one. I'm kind of to go on other people's channels. If anyone wants me to come on and actually be on other people's channels and all that stuff and need helping, then I will, of course, feel free, mate. I'm free all the time. If anyone wants me to come on their channel and help their channel grow, come on and do a collab, then of course, Niall, I don't beg anymore, mate. Half of the time you don't watch my channel anyway, so at the end of the day, Niall, that's up to you, right? I don't beg anymore, mate. Go and watch the last couple of streams. What's this comment right here? Chelsea v Arsenal Carabao Cup.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, mate. I'll be doing a match reaction straight after the game. Luca, go through Bender if Arsenal win the league on the bombshell. Who killed Ray on the Emmerdale? I think it was Ross or what's his name who just returned. Graham. I think Graham, or apparently Celia's alive. I hope she is alive, bro, because then we can carry on with the storyline telling. You need to win a trophy. If we win the league this season, certain people who've been slagging me, not liking me on YouTube, they can cook me at the end of the season. But don't say to me that I don't deserve to actually celebrate. I can celebrate in my own as a lonely. I'm a single man. I've been single for fucking 7 months, yeah, right? And I'm focusing on my fucking content, yeah, right? And the trouble is, if we win the league this season, then I have a right to be cooked. But if we don't win the league, you know what's gonna happen at the end of the season?
Lucas,
I will
say it. Say it.
come. If we don't win the league at the end of the season, I'm gonna come for those people who predicted us to win the league at the start of the season. I will come to them at the end of the season, and I'll be on this stream. Crystal Palace, I think it's is it Palace? We've got final game of the season away. I could be wrong, right? Well, whoever it is, right? Then I'll be coming on here and we'll be doing emergency meetings to get other panels and Arsenal fans and that. Big shout out to 4 Premier in row. I'm just about to wrap up. If you've got a quick question, I can obviously stay for 5-10 minutes. Palace, cheers, appreciate that, mate. But if we do win the league, then I'll be Mikel Arteta in, and then I will buy an Arteta shirt with Arteta win on the back of my top if he wins the league.
Let me say a question for Tom. If Arsenal win the league, are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Niall Kane says, so how come I'm watching you now for the few scenes before? Why say I don't watch it clearly? Well, sometimes you do, not all the time, bro. Massive shout out to True Gooner, absolute real one, bro. Go subscribe.
Tom said that he should be Arteta out. Luke, you should be the same. You should be the same. I mean,
what? If we win the league, Arteta should go.
Because you always been Arteta out. You can't just change.
Of course, I've been Arteta out. But if we win the league, I change. The famous words will come out. I will change my mind, and I'm not going to explain why. I'll explain that if we do win the league. If we don't win the league, then I'll explain it. Right? It's work it out, people. But at the moment, I'm Mikel Arteta out. If he doesn't win the league, I'll sack him. If he wins the FA Cup, that's it. If he wins the Carabao Cup, no, I'm still Mikel Arteta out. The only way I'll change my convinced about Arteta, he needs to win the Premier League. He needs to win the Premier League. He's got to win the Premier League this season to prove to me, to prove every single Arsenal fan, whether they're Arteta out, right?
No, Luke,
you know what I'm saying? Niall, I totally respect that you work, bro. I totally respect that.
Mate,
I'm not trying to make you feel like you want to watch. If you don't want to watch, that's fine. The reason why I just said that, because obviously I don't see you in the chat, bro.
Go to Josh's comment. I'll say that Luke hasn't been begging or anything like that. He hasn't been saying, watch the channel now. Luke has been normal today. I think he's a changed man in a certain way.
I just need to cut out the spamming on WhatsApp a little bit. Real Tom says we will win the Carabao Cup. I hope we do, man. It's a chapter to obviously end on a green light to go into those 3 months.
Mate, click at the can and check it. Oh no, it could be Josh.
You can't click on it, I don't think.
Oh, you can on your phone, mate.
Can you? How do you click it?
I'm gonna do it 1 sec. Check if it's the real Josh, because if it's not him, I'll just DM it. Nah, it's the real him. Nah, it's the real him.
Is it?
Yeah, don't worry. Because if it's a fake account, I'll obviously tell them, I wouldn't be like that. That's the real him.
No, Kane, I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man, Niall, mate. I'm a changed man, bro.
Luke, mate, it's a correction. It's not him. It's not the real him. I'm joking, mate.
It is him. I've just clicked on it.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Because if it wasn't him, then I would probably know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
And that's it. But any final questions, guys? I'm gonna wrap the stream. I've run out of ideas. Josh, if you've got any questions, if it is you in the chat or not, Slido Rovers, Dylan, if you think it's actually any final questions, do let me know.
Luke, say that again. Say that name again.
Sligo Rovers.
Oh mate, nah. This guy, it's Sligo.
I know. How would it be me, Dylan? It's got to be Dylan Keith or someone. Yeah, but Niall, at least I don't beg for numbers, bro, anymore, because you don't get my notifications. But you have a choice to watch it, bro. You don't have to watch it. Do you understand? But on the bombshell, I'm done. I'm getting out of here, bro. That's me done for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. And the community. Oh, question. What's the thing you wanted to address? I've already addressed it.
You
If
said
you go
about
back,
you said about the titles, but I told them
I'll
not to
shut
be stealing.
right. This
I
is
was
the
saying
thing,
to him,
Josh.
I was saying to him that don't be stealing thumbnails.
This is the thing, Josh, right? And please hope you don't take it out of the way. Please hope you don't take it out of the way. I'm asking permission, my friend, right?
No, don't watch back. You're gonna explain that again.
Let me explain it quickly. And then, for example, I don't like mentioning about other people's YouTube names, but if I can't explain it, I may have to. I'm asking permission in the community, the viewers who are listening to this. Yeah, for example, I get told on WhatsApp, right, Josh, please totally respect it. If you don't mind me, I'm not trying to mention your name or Mel or Jordan's name. It's not about that. Yeah, right.
But
Right?
you literally, but you haven't said it.
Yeah, because I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not calling them out or anything like that. I'm just obviously saying it as an example. So I'm asking permission. Yeah, I'm asking permission, right? But I get told, right, that I'm not allowed to copy this full match title thing. But why has Rich Sports got it?
Yeah.
Why are people not moaning at him, but they moan at me? Do they think I'm an easy target? That's what happened, though. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just don't get it with people these days. I just think it's just not anything relevant to do. And people need to focus on their own content. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it with other people. And yes, I do learn Niall Kane, right? You don't have to watch my channel if you don't want to, Niall. The reason why I said, right? No, for your information, I don't steal other people's thumbnails, Niall Kane. What are you on, bro? Don't support Motherwell, bro.
Luke, let me reply to that. Niall, if he does copy people's thumbnails and backgrounds, then don't do that. But with the title thing, I get that. You can just write any title. I don't care.
For me, with the title thing, right? Yeah. Josh, if you don't mind me mentioning your name,
stealing people's graphics, yeah, it's bang out of order and background.
Yeah, of course. But Josh, if you don't mind me mentioning it, because obviously I'm not calling you out, so please hope I'm not calling you out. So please hope you're not calling me out. Calling you out, sorry, right? The only thing I did to him, right, was, and we made that, and I didn't mean to do it as a deliberate, right? It was the Palace game. It was the Palace game in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I accidentally took his lineup.
Right.
It's a deliberate. I apologize. We made up, and it's all cool. Yeah. So I don't mean to obviously mention his name.
Wait, you stealing his lineup? Yeah, that's bang out of order. Just don't do that again. That's what I will say.
Not anymore, bro. Not anymore, bro.
Don't do that again. You know, like he worked on that for you to steal it now.
But Niall Kane, yeah, you have a choice to watch my channel. If you don't want to watch my channel, that's absolutely fine. I understand that you work. I know you've got a job. You've told me in the past. That's fine. I wish you all the best. But at the end of the day, right, I don't steal people's thumbnails, bro. Right? That's a lie, bro. I make my own thumbnails, right? If I don't know how to make a thumbnail, I ask people to do it as a permission. If they don't want to make it, I make it how I want to make it. It might not be great. My thumbnails might be a bit shit, but I make it as it is. Could I improve on my thumbnails? Yes. But however, we're all friends as a community. Yeah. But yes, I did steal Josh's lineup in the Palace game, but we all made up. We all apologize. I'm being honest. I'm telling my honest truth.
Yeah, but if
people don't need to go on about it.
You've done that. You've done that. You steal this thing, but if you do it again, then you clearly know what you're doing. If you do that again, then that's bang out of order. Just don't do it again.
Well, I know I'm not going to do it again. That was just a once of a time. I've told people this. Well, if people don't need to go on about it, innit?
If you keep doing it several times, then you're not learning. But
this is the big example, right? This what really annoys me, yeah, right? Is that people have a go at me on WhatsApp last night and say to me, like, for example, like Rich has got the same Rich, I don't mean to, I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out. I'm just obviously getting your channel up as an example. Yeah. Right. So please understand that and bear that. As people have a problem with me for actually putting live stream full match. I see other YouTubers do it. And then I had to explain to people on WhatsApp, but they don't understand and they're not getting it in their head. That's fine if they can't understand. I'm being nice and a gentleman to actually explain to it in a kindly. I'm not getting all mad about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I get blamed and I get upset about it. And people think I have not changed because of that. It really annoys me. It's like, I just don't get it with people these days. But
yeah, I've told them already. If you steal people's thumbnails and backgrounds, don't do that. But with the title, yeah. If other people are doing that with the title, like other people, yeah, then why not? Why can Luca not do it? But if he's copying your titles exactly, then if you're not happy with it, then tell Luca don't do it.
This is the thing. Big up to Milo. You're good. You had a good day. But you had a good day, Milo. But no, this is the thing. Like, for example, I had to get that channel up, for example. But why they're not having a go at people like that, but they have a go at me? Like, are they trying to act big? Are they trying to win? And all that stuff. There shouldn't be an existent thing that people are trying to win and target a person like me, where I see other YouTubers have the same 4-line match. To me, in my opinion, a lot of people will disagree with me. You can disagree with me if you want. I know you're not getting involved. I know you don't have to get involved, right?
No one's having a go at you, to be honest.
No one's not having a go at me, right? Right. I don't want to name any specific names because I don't want to fall out with people, but I think you have a rough idea who I'm on about, yeah? And Josh knows as well, yeah? But the thing is, I'll block it, I'll unblock it in a minute, mate. Let me finish my sentence. Sorry, but the thing is, people call me out and on WhatsApp last night and say to me that I'm not allowed to use this format and say, oh, you do it all the time, you do it all the time. I'm like, for example, right? For example, other people use their titles like that, live stream full match, and people say to me, oh, Luca, you only copy that because you want fucking views. No, I do not. Right? At the end of the day, right? That's for a troll to say that. A troll would say that if they're bored and got 50 fucking subscribers, right? Like, people think that I'm actually copying. Well, why don't you not have a go at these sort of channels then? Like, and people think that I'm the only one. There's nothing wrong putting a title of a full Carabao Cup preview. But what is the matter is what, and I agree with people, it's not good to steal other people's lineups, but with a title like that, right? You can't really say anything on that because I don't want to call anyone's else's names, but Chris knows who I'm on about. Whereas I'm not scared to say it. I've called people out before, right? And they've called me out. I don't mean I'm not cooking them or anything like that.
Yeah, but I'm not getting involved. But what I will say is, just don't steal people's thumbnails and backgrounds.
No, but no. It's none of them. It's none of them. It's none of them. It's none of them. No. They haven't done nothing wrong. It's none of them. Work it out who I speak to on WhatsApp. Work that out. Chris, should we just say it? Or should I just not bother?
No point saying people's names because they'll get that mad.
There's nothing wrong with the EFL Cup semi-final. In fact, 100%, bro. And people want to have a go at me on WhatsApp. People want to have a go at me on WhatsApp over a situation, right? Josh, I'll send you a DM about it, yeah? But people want to have a go at me over a situation, right? For putting a full match Carabao Cup. And they say to me, right? Oh, you copy the same thing. You copy the same thing, right? Which sports uses the same fucking title, bro? Which sports uses the same fucking title? Other YouTubers use the same title. Do people not understand? Do people not clearly understand? Clearly, they don't understand, my friend, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to leave it as there, right? And that's it. I'm leaving it as that. And I'm not going to say anything else on that. And that's it. That's my speech. That's my peace. That's my Jesus Christ piece of man's land. It's got nothing to do with that. No, Kane. It's got nothing. Since when did I ask about more views and subscribers? It's nothing to do. Oh, if someone's got 50k subscribers and I'm on a small platform with 9.1k, right? It doesn't matter about that. I wasn't asking that, Niall, my friend, right? What I was asking is that people have a problem with me on this YouTube. I put in a full match situation. No, I'm not being rude or anything like that. I think you're a great guy. You've been here since day one, yeah, right? And you used to come on my channel, yeah. But the trouble is, what I'm trying to ask is that people have a problem with me for me copying a full match lineup or anything. Like, I'm not trying to fall out with people. I'm not trying to feel like I want to win. I don't want to win this conversation. No. It's not about that, because if that's what it was, then the person acts like a dick, right? Like what I mean by that is obviously I'm not trying to. What I mean, like, if the person acts like a dick and trying to actually win the conversation, there shouldn't be anything about that, right? So now, Kane, I'll drop you a DM in a minute, yeah, right? But I'm not being funny, right? And people can talk about this if they want, right? I couldn't care less, right? You guys come first more than me, yeah? 2026 is not about me. You guys in the chat, I appreciate the people who come in my chat, right? I don't have a problem with anyone, yeah? But people act a little bit childish over a situation, over a stupid title. Like, honestly, come on, man. Like, be realistic. How old are you people? And I leave it as that. That's my piece. I'm not going to mention it again. And that's it. But Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not getting involved, but yeah.
No, you don't have to get involved.
Like I did say, yeah, don't be stealing people's thumbnails and backgrounds.
No. I don't do that. And that's it.
No, just don't do it again. Like, if you do it again, then if you do it again, mate, people can have a go at you. I don't blame them.
Flicks can destroy me, bro. But this is a Chelsea versus Arsenal.
If people don't like your titles, or they feel like you're copying them, just change it up a little bit.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, Rich Sports uses the fucking same lineup thing. But people have a go at me, right? Certain people who I know on WhatsApp, right, have a go at me. Who've been on this YouTube channel, yeah, right? Have a go at me over a situation and say to me that, like, honestly, come on, bro. Like, I don't get it. What's the old OMG, Josh?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not saying anything on that, Josh. And but yeah, I'll give you a ring on that one after. But on a bombshell, Chelsea up versus Arsenal. My prediction is a draw, 1-1 draw.
2-1. I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea, and
Chris has gone for 2-1 to Chelsea, and that's it. So, Josh, I'll send you a voice message after. Yeah.
Now, Mel and Jordan haven't done anything wrong.
No, they haven't done nothing wrong. No, all right. You've worked it out, right? I'll tell them. Yeah. So please don't feel like we're all going to fall out. Yeah. But I get told, I don't really want to mention it on here, right? But I will mention it, yeah? But the trouble is, I get told last night that we had a WhatsApp chat last night, right? It's gone for 2-2. Fair enough. Chelsea filling pens. But we had a WhatsApp chat all last night. All three of us had a chat last night up until 1 a.m. last night. We spoke, I'll say about half hour or something like that, yeah? Because I was on Jordan's channel last night. Big shout out to Jordan Medina, yeah? Like, the thing what I want to explain is that Mel said to me, right? I don't want to call her name out because obviously they're my best friends, yeah. But obviously, don't feel like I'm having a go. Don't feel like I'm showing off or anything like that. I'm not mad at them. They're my friends. I don't have a problem with them, yeah. I think they're great friends, yeah. So please hope I don't get some dickhead troll think I'm actually saying the wrong thing, yeah. The only problem I had last night was of course, I'm asking permission. The only problem I will have is is they weren't happy because I put 4 match lineup. And I told them straight. Then Mel said to me, right, Mel, I'm not having a go at you. So please totally respect that. I'm your friend. Yeah. I'm Jordan's friend. I'm Josh's friend. Yeah. We're all 4 of us are friends, and Chris is my friend. Right.
Big up
I only
Mel.
spammed, yeah. But Melina, I spammed you on WhatsApp because I was asking permission. I know you were at work. I know you were at your court case, your 40-hour job. But the trouble is, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, for me, got a little bit angry to myself, right? Because
Yeah,
people don't.
point.
But,
He doesn't have
but
a point.
Melina, look, Rich
Can't-
Sports
can't
used to say
have
the
a point.
same. But Melina, you're not getting the point, yeah, right? I'm not having a go at you. You're my friend, yeah. I don't really like calling this out on here, right? But however, people, but you did say last night in saying that I'm not changed, and you said that I'm copying live stream. Well, why are you not having a go at Rich then? For example. But people don't take over a
Luke, what we'll
situation.
say is, just don't spam people.
Like
It's-
honestly, do
I've
people
just-
not understand what
people
I'm
could
doing?
be
I've
people
apologized, Ryan.
people could be busy, yeah,
I've
and you're
apologized.
spamming
Yeah,
them.
that's
Don't-
fine. Yeah, but the trouble is, I understand people are busy. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to end the stream from here. Let's end it from here. Carabao Cup action. If we want to have a chat about it, I'll drop the link backstage and we have a talk. I'm not having a go at Jordan. I'm not having a go at Melina. I'm not having a go at anyone. How I explain it is what happened on WhatsApp yesterday. But Chelsea won, Arsenal won is my prediction. Big shout out to Chris, Melina, Jordan, and Josh, and Ryan, and Niall, and Sligo Rovers, Dylan, Keith as well.
Keith.
And that's
mate.
it.
Bro said Keith, mate.
Jordan, Jordan, come backstage and we'll have a talk. We'll have a talk. But on a bombshell, we will see you tomorrow for the match reaction straight after the game. Up the Arsenal, and let's get that win and book ourselves to Wembley. Peace.